And there you have it. We're live on the internet.
Hello, World Wide Web.
This is Lina Nordin G, my wife. I've managed to get a guest in the studio.
Well done. I was in the bedroom.
There was yeah. You were the only possible guest, and I'm surprised it took you 4 days to come in.
I'm pretty busy.
But I'm glad to have convinced you. And what we figured is, I've been doing these daily updates on the internet, talk about the Paris lockdown, and to kind of keep things interesting and fresh, we've racked our brains all day to come up with, hello Randy, we've come up with five things that surprised us about living in lockdown.
Terrible cushion. Sorry.
That was the first thing. Just a little bit of background before we get into the five things.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, some practical background. Paris is on lockdown, has been for 4 days, and it seems like it's the same thing happening all over the world slowly.
Yeah.
So if you're watching from America or Australia, it's probably what's coming to you, so we thought we'd give you the inside word on what's happening in Paris.
At least from our perspective.
And to preface this list, hello Maria, to preface this list, Lina and I released a full podcast episode today. I was thrilled to have a guest for the podcast. It's out. If you're one of the people who watch these videos or who read the blog posts and don't know that there's a podcast, you're missing out, because it was a pretty fun chat.
It's very entertaining. Highly entertaining.
Wow, I didn't say that. That was you. So what we're going to do is go through these 5 surprising things that we've learned. If you got any questions, this time I'm holding it with my stabilizer so I can see the comments coming in, and happy to respond.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
5 things. I've got them written so as not to forget them. The first thing that I found surprising, the permission form.
Da 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 da.
We talked about it a little bit on the podcast. Facts? Shall I give the facts?
I think so, yeah. Go for it. Oh,
Hello.
no, I touched my face.
Hello Atlanta, hello Vancouver, and hello Brittany.
Thank you.
So the idea with this permission form, I get a lot of emails about it. People don't get a lot of comments on Instagram as well. What it is you have to print off or write out a form saying, essentially, I solemnly swear that I am only going to the pharmacy or the shops or some physical exercise.
Yeah. You have to swear on your honor.
You have to swear on your honor.
And it's lengthy.
Yeah. One of the things we talked about, are these our forms over there?
Yeah.
Okay, one of the things we talked about on the podcast, if you listen to it, now you'll be able to picture it.
Okay, this is funny.
As far as I'm concerned, there's 2 different ways you can fill out these forms. Because we don't have a printer in this house, so you have to write it out by hand. And there's
we have exhibit. Okay, so it's one for us each.
And they're very long,
each
right? The form is quite long that you have to write out. And I'll sort of tell it how we told it in the podcast.
Okay.
I think there's 2 different people.
There are some personalities
when it comes to filling out this form that explains that you're going out. One of the personalities is the type who copies it word for word, very neatly, and doesn't miss a full stop or an accent on a French letter.
Well done.
Have you got an example of that? We won't tell you who does which just yet. Okay, there you go.
Oh, show the name maybe.
Show your name.
Okay, show the name.
You spoiled it. Okay.
Exhibit V, personality type number 2, is someone who flies by the coat rack of the wind. If that's an expression, there's no expression. But yes, just haphazardly, kind of just scribbles the words.
So I think,
don't have a lot of time apparently.
One of us thinks you don't need to fill out the whole form. I'm quite interested if anyone's in Paris and has been through this, or in France. I'll reveal it. I'll let you listen to the episode, but I don't know if you need to fill out the whole form, is my idea. But you're supposed to do it, and they've police in France, I looked it up before I pressed record, have gone around and sort of approached 375,000 people, asking them for their permission form.
That's a lot.
And 18,000 didn't have an acceptable one and were fined. And the fine started out about €40 and now it's at €140. So they're really cracking down and taking it seriously. So that is the first surprising thing about life in lockdown. On to number 2, and hello to all the people watching. New York,
Hello.
Colorado, look at this, Hawaii, Southern California. Send in some questions as you go, and I'm happy to respond now that I see that there's 56 people in our living room. That's kind of fun.
Never had so many people here.
Well, you 56 people are in for a treat, because number 2 is a bit of a weird one, and I kind of want to show it, but I think it's probably wrong to do it, so I won't.
I think so too.
But the number 2 thing that's odd about life in lockdown in Paris is what I've written is the rear window effect. The rear
What
rear
do we
window.
mean
Rear window.
by that?
Say. It is not that I do the voice of the guy from Rear Window, whose name I've forgotten, James Stewart. It's not that.
It's not that.
It's that.
It's more that you can't not see what's going on.
Because everyone's at
windows.
home, and we all live in flats and apartments near each other, so everyone's sort of like.
Like we all know what's going on in each other's lives.
Yeah, we've all become a community.
We're sort of friends now.
Lina's made friends with the woman who lives next door. The walls
incredible.
are so thin they can probably hear us right now. It's kind of weird.
Hi, neighbour.
Can you hear us?
3 knocks if you can.
But also, the story I told in the podcast that was kind of weird is across from us, and that's what I won't show, but there's a window of a couple, and they can see into us, we can see into them, and they're not there. I think they fled to the countryside, but they're like the most interesting people in the city for reasons.
It's drama.
I've got.
It's like a soap opera. It's
We've been
amazing.
watching an affair going on.
It's a big window, to be fair. It's very big.
Oh no, they know everything
Literally.
about us as well, I'm
Literally
sure.
right in front
I'm
of
sure.
us. Oh yeah.
I'm sure. So that's been an interesting effect as well. Yes, I'm glad I remembered. There's the every night at 8:00, which is it's in an hour and a bit. But every night in 8:00, everyone goes out on their balcony and starts clapping and
cheering.
making noises and doing woo woo woos, and you can see it sort
Or
of.
in Oliver's case, yeah.
I do yas.
Yeah.
And in the podcast today, I put in like a minute of it so you can hear what I'm talking about, but it's quite touching. It's really nice. You should check that out. Before we go on to number 3, I'm going to answer some of these questions because there's actual questions coming in. Amber Hawk. So are people fighting over toilet paper like they are in the US? Not at all.
No, we're fine.
There's not at all. I haven't seen any. There's always been toilet paper.
Yeah.
But we haven't been, we bought a couple days worth of shopping and haven't been going to the supermarket every day, but people aren't talking about that here like they were in the US and Australia.
I think there were a few like jokes going around, but really it's fine.
Yeah. Linda says, can you buy baguettes? Yes. All the bakeries are open. We got 3 open on Rue des Abbesses, just up the road. All of them very, very good. In fact, I think there might be 4 open. So, yep, nice and easy. You can even buy croissants, which I did today.
Nice treat.
Kristen says, I know storage is limited in most kitchens in Paris. Are you able to get out for regular supplies?
Yes, but you don't really want to because the queues for the supermarkets stretch out along onto the roads, and it's not very nice.
Plus, we're not meant to be going out regularly for regular supplies. So I don't know what regular supplies is. Food. We're not meant to go out for... Yeah. Everything's closed. All the cafes and restaurants, everything's closed. But there you go. There are some questions. Number 3 on the surprising things you notice about life in lockdown. That you find new spaces.
Oh yeah, I wrote that one.
At home.
Okay, find new spaces in your home. So I've been like sitting. I found new places to sit.
Yeah. Just so everyone knows, by the way, we're in a typical small
chairs.
Paris apartment.
Oh, it's very small.
30 square meters, which is about 300 square feet. Which I think all the people watching this have bigger apartments than us. I bet.
Someone messaged me and said our apartment, the size of our apartment is about the size of their bedroom. And they were like, go you. And I was like, oh, that's nice.
What new spaces have you found?
I actually found like on the back balcony. We're sitting there. I didn't really think you could sit there, but you can.
That's what I did yesterday's video.
If you really want to, you can. And so we've done that, and I've been sitting on the floor, just like finding spots that are in the sun. Yeah. Instead of going out, trying to have all the windows open so you feel like you're outside. Just little things like that.
And I think the balcony, the balconies are very small. When you say balcony, it's about the size of a shower.
Yeah,
half a shower. So, Linda wants to know where we stocked all our food. Just cupboards and a full fridge, and we got a little fridge too. So,
tiny.
but we just don't have much food. Patricia, life has changed. Oh, that's not a question. Okay, 2 more things. Speaking of food, surprising things. Eating healthier.
Surprisingly enough, I think we are, because we haven't never really done meal planning before, and now we sort of have to. So we cook like a big thing and have it for leftovers the next day, and it's just like healthier.
Also, a lot fewer croissants, because we just don't go out.
There's no spontaneous like shopping for snacks at all.
And less drinking as well. We go out a lot for food and have a glass of wine or whatever, but at home, hardly at all. Randy wants to know, is it warm here? Yeah, it's turning into spring. It's really nice. Linda wants to know who's the better cook. I'm the more experimentative one, meaning it often goes wrong. Like it did today.
Good at cleaning.
I'm not going to go into it.
Very good. Very good.
I try though. I try. Last thing that we've put is that it's been a chance to get creative.
Yeah.
Being at home a lot. Both of us kind of work from home anyway. Lina makes handbags and designs shoes. Yeah. But all the shops are closed.
And the suppliers, I have suppliers in France and in Italy, and they're not working, so it's been hard. And also the shoes and bags I have stocked in shops they're locked because all the shops are closed. So it's all held prisoner at the moment. So that kind of made it a little bit hard.
That's kind of one of the reasons, and besides wanting to document everything that's going on, that's the reason why I'm doing a lot of these live videos and extra posts, because we're in this apartment 23 hours and 40 minutes every day, so trying to do creative stuff with you guys is what it's all about. But Lina's been doing paintings, and so I want to share them, or at least see if you'll share them, because heck, you guys can follow her too on Instagram at Parisian Postcards. If one of you is watching on your computer, can you get the link? Instagram.com/Parisian Postcards. Put it right there. But every day she's doing a painting, a watercolor of something in Paris. But can you show us through the book?
I feel like a school kid, like show and tell. Yes, so I set myself this challenge that every day for as long as we are in lockdown, I will make a daily watercolor painting of something Parisian. It could be a person, and also what's the painting?
Randy loves your paintings.
A person or a place in Paris that means something to me, or has a good story, or just something that I like, or requested by people. So I've done so far I've done 4, and here we go. Here's one of Carolyn Demetri that Oliver interviewed a little while back. I think she's great. She's true Parisienne. Here, I don't know if this needs an introduction. I just like
Eiffel
it.
Tower. I think it'll be in reverse, but the pictures, it doesn't matter.
Here.
Who is that?
This is the daughter of my all-time favorite, Jane Birkin. And this woman's name is Lou Douillon. I don't actually know how to pronounce it. She's just really cool, great music. Can recommend checking her out. And then today I did a little one of the Shakespeare Company. And that's where we're up to so far.
4 days.
4 days, 4 paintings, many more to come, I'm sure.
Maria Trendaro says they're gorgeous paintings. You should sell them as a book.
Oh, thank you.
They're all in one book. So you can only sell one.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
So
I'll have to figure something out.
I've been uploading all these videos on YouTube, so maybe you're watching this on YouTube in the future. But on that one, I'll flip it around so you can see all the pictures properly. But anyway, listen, I'm going to wind things up here. Will, I wonder how you pronounce your last name, Will. Kuiko said that he said we're his favourite couple.
No way!
But then he said, how's the community helping support the service industries, waiters, cooks and janitors? They are doing the government's taking measures to make sure that everybody has money and no one's going bankrupt. The last I heard is if you're like some people who have got jobs like those are going to get paid payouts, including people who do sort of creative jobs as well, if they have a significant drop in their salary. So the government's stepping in France. I'm not sure how it is in other countries, but probably here is not the place to Quico, you pronounce it. Amazing. Quico. But I know there's been a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of people talking about cancelled trips. Catherine wants to know the shutdown could be 6 weeks. A lot of rumours flying. I'm not into the whole spreading rumour thing. I'm just keeping an eye on the government and the news websites. No idea. It's meant to be 15 days. Naomi says, can you ship anything during a lockdown? I'd love to support Lena's work.
Oh, that's really sweet. Thank
Lina.
you.
Can we ship anything?
Well, the post offices are closed. Well, I have quite a few things on Etsy. I have an Etsy shop.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say. Sorry. This episode is brought to you by www.etsy.com/shop/Parisian Postcards.
So I have a few of the paintings there as prints, and you can get them in 3 different sizes, and yeah, so they ship still. So I have, if you're in America, there's a manufacturer in America that will ship out to you, and if you're in Europe, it prints in Latvia.
Mm-hmm.
So that still works, and you can still get it delivered to you. I'm not sure I can, like, for commissions of originals.
It might take a little while.
It might take a little while. You could commission something and get it sent when this is over.
But it's a good way to support a local creative person in Paris. So follow her on Instagram and send her a message. The other way to support a creative in Paris is to buy my book, EiffelTower.com/memoir, which is I've been sending out the ebooks all day, so many that it crashed my, what do you call it, because I sent it to all the Kickstarter people at once. So that's great. Keep buying that. I've been really enjoying reading some of your messages and stuff.
That's really exciting.
Yeah. Otherwise, check out
Coco is watching.
Check out the podcast from today. Lina, have you ever thought of creating a Paris adult colouring book?
No, and I don't know what you mean. Do you mean like X-rated adult? Or do you just mean like adult?
That's for another show. But send her a message and
she'll
get back to you. No, I haven't
actually, but it's a really fun idea.
And Mimi says she's bought 4 of your paintings. Amazing talent, Lina. That's so lovely.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you.
And Naomi Vanessa writes, Oliver, is it better for the ebook or the hard copy if we're in the USA? I'll tell you, if you get the hard, like a paperback copy, and you get it now, I almost certainly can add it to the list where they're sending it directly from the printing shop in the next couple of days. So get it right now, and I can get it to you. Otherwise, you can get it on the ebook, and it'll come straight away. Depends if you prefer to have the paperback or the hard. What do you call it? Ebook. Mm-hmm. Sad we're not going to see you in the US for your book tour. We'll come there eventually. We'll get there. It just looks like the trip isn't going to happen right now. And I bought the jacket. Did you see the jacket?
Jacket is so good.
Naomi, just want to do whatever helps you best. Oh, here's a deal. So for anyone watching this video, here's my deal for you. Get the paperback, EiffelTower.com/memoir. Grab it there. I'll send you the ebook directly just as a thanks to tide you over, and you'll get the other book. But just send me a message to remind me. Naomi, I'll remember your name. But yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Anything else we need to think about? Yes, the podcast episode today. I know a lot of you don't listen to podcasts, but now's the time to start when we're all in lockdown. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, Android, Stitcher, make one up. You can find it. Where do you listen to podcasts?
A podcaster.
It's there as well. It's there. Go and check it out. Subscribe. Have some fun. If you really love it, sign up on Patreon and help me keep going through this interesting period. Otherwise,
that's about it, I guess.
Good luck. Stay safe. Have fun. If this does go for 6 weeks, good Lord, we're in for trouble. But it's nice to have you guys here watching. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
See you maybe tomorrow. Bye.
If I can't get another guest. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.